help us double tap on your screen just to like this live stream. And I also appreciate if you help us share the live stream, okay? So on today's live stream, we may not spend a long time. I think 30 to 40 minutes, we should be off here. So please, if you're just connecting, just kindly help us like the live stream. I would really appreciate if you do so. So I still remain Coach Wisdom, and this is Wisdom's Concept. So over here at the moment, Nigeria is actually at a Kairos moment, the most important moment in the history of this country. That has to do with the election of leaders that will represent us in 2027 upwards, up until 2031. So it's something as citizens we take very serious, because the state where we find our country right now, we need an urgent help. The country needs an urgent rescue, and that's why 2027 is no joke at all. It's no joke. And if you are in Nigeria at this season, especially you are a youth, this is the time that we should take our future very serious. So if you are just connecting, thank you so much for connecting to the live stream. On this live stream, we just want to introduce a project for which the Obedient, that is the OK movement, are actually launching to ensure that our votes actually count. A lot of projects are on the way, but this very one is already, we're already trying to set this one up, and that's called Operation DANN. I believe by now, you must have heard one word or the other, one side talk or the other. Can Peter Obi win the election? Will our vote even count? Do votes even count in Nigeria? I believe you have heard all those things. And some of you may have even heard things like, the result for 2027 is already written down. I tell you for free that 2027, it's going to be way different. Yeah, it's going to be different. The entire ball game is going to be different. Peter Obi's 2023 launching into the election of 2023 was just to test the waters. And this very time, things have actually changed, and you are going to see it for yourself. So this very project called Operation DANN is just one of those projects that will be launched. Who is there? Who is there? Okay, I guess it's not here. All right, so sorry for that. I think someone was knocking on the door. It seems it's my neighbor's door. All right. Thank you everyone for connecting. Thank you so much for connecting. So as I was saying earlier, this very time, this project, all it's all about is just ensuring that our votes actually count. And how do we do so? First, we need to have the evidence that people actually came out to vote, right? Now, we're not saying that it must be NDC that win. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying that the actual vote that the people on ground voted should count. And that implies that if 700 persons came out to vote and their vote is credible, then 700 votes should be what is reported, and not 700 as against 8,000 votes. That's what this operation is all about. And that's actually entails having our own evidence. So some of the things that it involve: one, we need persons on ground, people that will join this project on ground. Oh, thank you so much, village brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been a very long time. Thank you so much. So what the project is all about is, one, getting evidence. How do we do so? People will go out on that day with smart eyeglasses, with smart wristwatch. Thank you so much, village food brother. Thank you so much. Not so. I've been very busy, except for this season that my country is actually in a very sensitive moment. So I just felt it was necessary to have this time. So it has been very busy at my end. I haven't forgotten you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Village Food Brother. Thank you everyone for connecting. Please help me to double tap on your screen. Help me to double tap on your screen just to like this live stream. Help me to double tap. You can also help me like the live stream. And if you're just connecting for the first time, please help me to subscribe to the channel. I will really appreciate, okay? So as I was saying, what is it all about? One, to ensure that people that are we'll get things like, as I said earlier, smartwatch, smart eyeglasses, your phone should be fully charged while coming out to ensure that we have credible evidence, palpable evidence, sufficient and overwhelming evidence that indeed at your polling unit, the exact number of people that you say voted, where they actually voted. And that implies when you are coming out to, you don't just vote and then walk away to your house. No, that's not the plan, because it's just like you taking an exercise. That's just like you strolling in futility. So you need to come out, vote, and then wait, stay back and ensure your votes count. You know, the person that first implemented this very strategy is Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, who is the deputy or running mate of His Excellency Peter Obi in Kano State. The people came out and said, this time our vote must count. And what did they do? After voting, they said, count our vote in our presence. It's either you count our vote or we count you. And at the end of the day, the votes they were actually counted and the true winner emerged. And that's one of the strategies that is incorporated in this Operation DAN. It means when you are coming out to vote, one, you will vote. Two, you don't just come alone to vote, you mobilize people to come out to vote. And while coming out, come out with things that can give you credible evidence that at least you can show someone that these were the number of people that vote, these were the number of votes at my polling unit. And as we have said, the smartwatches, the smart glasses, your smartphones, everything at all that can actually record, it's very, very, very essential. Come with those things to the polling unit so that at the end of the exercise, you have an evidence. And then this evidence, you are not just going to keep it to yourself. This, more or less, you are going live, you get? Or if you are recording, you are posting it immediately. And then we have a website which is called this Operation DAN. You upload it to that website. And then it is going to be visible globally. So that wherever you are on the globe, you can actually see your polling unit, the results at the end of the voting process. That's what this Operation DAN is all about. You ensure that all the video evidences you have gathered, they are actually posted directly to that particular website, Operation DAN. And then everybody at all that will look up to that website, no matter where they are in the globe, they can actually see the result for themselves. So for the link to it, I think let me type the link to it. We need people to actually mobilize to join this. Let me share the link with us. Okay, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. I want to share the link with us. Okay, so I'm looking for my tab where I can chat this. Please, a moment, I'll be with us. My tab, where's my tab? Oh, I think it's been a long time I have been on live stream, so some of these things gosh. Okay, let me see. Okay, you know what, I'm going to share that link at the end of this live stream, I'm going to share it in the comment box. You can always check back in my comment box where you'll find the link to this particular project called Operation DANN. Please, we want us to all mobilize and take this particular project very serious. To take this particular project very serious, because 2027 is no joke at all. It is a year that we must take our destiny very serious. It's a year that Nigeria, as I mentioned earlier, especially the youth, because give it 10 years from now, most of these elderly people that are helping us to spoil things, they are all gone. 10 years time from now, it will be me and you that will have the remnant to suffer with, that will have the consequences to battle with. And that's why we must all mobilize and ensure that these few thousands in power that are wielding the destiny of over 180 million, in fact, I think the current statistics were even over 200 million and above. These few thousands of persons will not push us to slavery, to modern day slavery. Thank you so much everyone for connecting. Thank you so much. Please, if you're just connecting, help us to double tap your screen. Help us double tap your screen, please, just to like this live stream. Kindly help us to double tap on your screen, please, just to like the live stream. You can also help us to share it. And if you have any question at all, please, while we are discussing, please help us to type your question in the comment box. Please help us type your question in the comment box. I said this live stream, it's all about ensuring that Peter Obi emerges as the winner of the 2027 general election. That is the goal. And we mustn't wait for Peter Obi alone to do the work, because Peter Obi alone cannot split himself over the 36 states of Nigeria. In fact, recently, after the 2023 election, they now added another political state called the FCT. So it's no longer 36 states, it's now 36 states and capital, meaning that capital has now become a state on its own. So Peter Obi alone cannot share himself to 37 different states. He needs support, he needs backup, and we must all take this 2027 election serious, as though our life depends on it. We must participate, anything at all that will make it possible that he will match the winner. That's what we should take serious at this very season. And as I've said, one of these projects as of now, you know, this is election period and we are moving towards the campaign period. You need to be very strategic. It's not all your plans that will be shared out. So it will be coming in bit by bit as we approach. Yeah, thank you so much, Samson. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much. So it's all about ensuring that our votes count and your opponent does not steal away your strategy. It's just to ensure your opponent does not steal your strategy. So one of the strategy for now that we are working on is Operation DANN. And I've said Operation DANN is a platform that merges together like minds. People that actually want a new and a better Nigeria. People that want to ensure that in 2027 our votes count. People that want to ensure that in 2027 I will not just come to vote. My family members, my friends will not just come to vote. My polling unit people will not just come to vote. But that our vote at the end of the day, what was voted for, will be what is reported. That's what Operation DANN is all about. And so in this platform, when you register under it, live at wherever you are going to be voting from, your community, that's your village, that town, anywhere at all, you are going to ensure you take a step further by ensuring that you make recordings of every election vote at your polling unit and it's uploaded live on that platform, so that wherever anybody is at any part of the world, they can directly see your vote at your polling unit. So let's say, for instance, one of the strategies, as I mentioned earlier, I came in with the smart eyeglass. So when I enter, I have voted and finished, which is step 1. I now stay back to ensure that the votes are collated, they are counted in our presence. While doing so, my smart glasses is actually recording what is going on. And as it's recording, after everything, I am uploading it directly on that website called Operation DANN. So that anybody, let's say for instance I voted at Enugu, somebody at Abuja can directly see how many votes. Let's say it was 1,000 persons that came out at that polling unit to vote. Someone at Abuja can see that in Enugu, Ward 11, the number of persons that voted were 1,000 persons, and that is what was reported. So that when they now take it to the INEC office, the zonal INEC office, and they want to go and manipulate any result, it will be very difficult because there was a clear evidence from the polling unit itself that these were the number of people that actually voted. I don't know if we're actually getting what I'm explaining. So please, if you are following me very well, let me know in the comment box. For those just connecting, I really appreciate having you here. Please do want to double tap your screen, please, just to ensure that this live stream reaches other persons. I think in YouTube, if you get more likes, they recommend the live stream to other persons. So this particular live stream was just to educate us on how to ensure that our vote actually counts. As I said earlier, Peter Obi can actually win the 2027 election if we all put our hands on deck. If we all come out and say enough is enough. If we don't sit back, because sitting back is giving room for the ruling party to ride on it. Already, they have already told us they have 12 million votes. And I'm happy that the NDC did not conduct any primary election. So that, as they have told us, 12 million votes is what they had in their primaries. Whatever they are going to manipulate, we're also at the safer side because they don't even know how many the NDC have. Which you all know that the common Nigerian wants to vote for Peter Obi. We already know that. Thank you so much everyone for connecting. I can see us. Thank you so much. Please help me to double tap on your screen. Just help me like the live stream. You are not going to be charged for it. You are not going to be charged. It's free of charge. All you need to do is just to double tap on your screen, or you press the like button. Just press the like button and that's all. I really appreciate. I've seen some persons have helped us to like the live stream. I really appreciate. So if we all come out and we say our votes must count, and we all take all the strategies that we'll be sharing between now and the next 6 months, if we all take it serious, trust me, 2027 January is a walkover. Nobody will rig in just anyone into our public space, into our public office. So as I've said, for those who are just connecting now, we're talking about Operation DANN. Operation DANN is just one of the strategies amongst others that the obedient movement are putting in place to ensure that your vote, that you are scared, will my vote count? Do votes actually count in Nigeria? The results are already written and so on. It's just to ensure that all those doubts are cleared, which is the first step, by ensuring you have an evidence for what your polling unit votes were. And it's a platform, it's actually a platform that connects people of like mind, people that say enough is enough, people that want to take their destiny to their hands and say, in 2027, my vote must count. That's what Operation DANN is all about. So it's just a platform that ensures we have video evidences of every vote from every polling unit that can be directly seen across the globe. And then we are going to be mobilizing people to ensure that they cover the different polling units. You know, in 2023, there was one lapses that we had in 2023, which was that we didn't have sufficient agents in the polling units, which gave room for the APC to ride over it. This time, we want people to volunteer and say, we are ready to come out and defend our votes. So these persons under the Operation DANN platform will be mobilized with whatever resource they need to ensure, as they are going to each polling unit, just as I said, your smartphone, Your smart glasses, your smart watches will be used to get the video evidences, and then will be posted on the platform. And then between now and then, we'll be contacting each other from time to time to ensure that you are creating awareness, and when you are having lapses, when you need suggestions on strategy to go about it, you can also have recommendations. That's what this platform is all about. So thank you everyone for connecting. I can see one of us. Please, I'm here to see us like the live stream. Please help us to like the live stream. Just help us to double tap on your screen, or help us click the like button. Please just help us so that this live stream will actually reach other persons that are here to connect. Please, if you have any question, help us to also type in the comment box. Help us type in the comment box. If you have any concern, anything you need clarification. And please, if you have not gotten your PVC, tomorrow is actually the last day. The first step towards ensuring that our votes are actually going to count is, first of all, to have the certificate to vote. And that certificate is your permanent voter's card. You can't complain that school is scam when you have not even applied, first of all, to even go to any higher institution. Before you complain that school is scam, have the certificate first. Before you complain that the government is not doing their best, do your own part first. Before you complain that your vote does not count, or vote does not count in Nigeria, just have that voter's card first. And then, so that on that day, while others are going out to vote, because we already have a plan on ground to ensure votes will count, you will not be left with no option. At least you have an option to vote, which is your PVC. So please ensure that tomorrow is supposed to be the last day. Ensure that please you go out and register for your PVC. It is actually very important. That is what you are going to use to vote. There is nothing else you use to vote except your PVC. Please, you need it. It is your criteria for voting. I don't know how to emphasize it better. It is your criteria for voting. And in 2027, votes are actually going to count. In 2027, your vote is actually going to count. Please ensure you go and get your PVC. Your vote is actually going to count. And anybody at all that is telling you votes does not count, don't listen to that person. If you don't come out to vote, you are even doing more harm than good. You are doing more dysfunction than good, because you are going to even give more room for the rigging to take place. Exactly. Thank you so much, Brelois. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Indeed, our votes will count. Men really mount to this time. This time is either our votes count or we count you. That is the project this time. Because we cannot in our lifetime watch ourselves go into modern day slavery. If you ever was alive prior to 1960, you will actually value the Nigeria we have today. If you were alive prior to 1998, you actually value the democracy that we have today, because those were not funny days at all. They were not funny days at all. And we cannot watch our country collapse in our very present. Our children will ask us questions. What answer will you give to them tomorrow when they ask you that what did you do to ensure that a better Nigeria was achieved? What answer would you give to them? What response would you give to them when your children ask you, but what were you doing when others went out to vote? What response are you going to give to them? What response are you going to give to them when your children now ask you, why is it that when others went out to vote, you did not have your voter's card? So we must all come out, we must all rise up to the occasion. And as I've said, the first point is to ensure you get your voter's card, and tomorrow is the last day. Not getting a voter's card is actually giving room for the ruling party to use it to rig 2027 election. Not getting your voter's card. Get your voter's card. That is the first step. Second step, know your polling unit. Second step, know your polling unit. If you don't know your polling unit, that is another step towards giving the opposition, the ruling party, a privilege to actually rig the election. So know your polling unit. It is not that morning where you are supposed to go directly to your polling unit. You start looking for where your polling unit is located. Between now and then, start asking questions. Where exactly, as you go to collect your voters card, ask questions. Where exactly is my polling unit? As you are going to collect your voters card, ask the INEC representative at that point where you go to collect your voters card, ask them about where your polling unit will be located. The next thing, know that on the day of election, you are not going to see Peter Obi's face on the ballot paper. You are not going to see Peter Obi's face on the ballot paper. If that is what you are expecting, you will not see that. You will not see that. What you are expected to see is the NDC official logo, and that will actually make me to use this opportunity to notify us that the purple logo that we know is not what you will see on the ballot paper for now until any changes is made. Do well to go to the INEC official portal. You are going to see the logo, the NDC logo that is there on that portal. If there is no change between now and the election day, that is what you are going to see on the ballot paper. If there is no change between now, you can check at INEC official. Just go to Google and type in INEC Nigeria official portal. It is going to take you there, and you will see the logo for NDC that is there. That very logo is what you will see on the ballot paper. And then every party, you are going to see their logos. They are going to be separated. It's just going to be like a colon and rows and colon. In between that particular, I think that should be the row. Yeah, the row. It is where you are going to thumbprint. And so when you are taking the ink, don't take excess. You are not going to take excess. Just a lighter one is enough. And when you are pressing, you are not going to press it in such a way that all your palm are resting on the ballot paper. Because that's another mistake people do. You'll just be excited for, especially those people that this is the first time they are going to be voting. They are only going to be excited that, last, I came out and I voted. But not knowing that their vote will be invalid at the end of the day. What's the essence of risking it to reach the polling unit and then only to have an invalid vote? It is just a wasted effort. Please, if you are just connecting, help us to like the live stream. You can also help us share the live stream. I will really appreciate, please. So what's the essence of going out to risk it and then you reach the polling unit, your vote does not count? And some of the things that does not allow your vote to count is what I'm stating now. One, you can go to vote and vote for a party you did not intend to vote. How? When you don't know the logo of your party, because that is what you are going to see on the ballot paper. And I've said, for those that will be voting for Peter Obi, which is under the NDC platform, please travel down after this live stream. If you can, if you have another device, go to the INEC official portal. You are going to see the correct logo for NDC. That is what you are going to see if there is no changes between now and election day. That is what you are going to see on the ballot paper. And as I've said, the ballot paper is divided into rows and columns. While taking the ink on your thumb, ensure it is not excess. When you are pressing it against the ballot paper, ensure that it is lightly pressed into that box that occupies the NDC logo. You are not pressing it directly on the logo. There's a space. So let's say, for instance, this is where the logo is. Let's say, for instance, this is where the logo is. Then this is where, possibly, let me get a sheet of paper. Should I do so? Okay, let me get a sheet of paper. Please hold on briefly. I'll be with you shortly. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting. Thank you so much. So I just want to show something a bit practical, right? I prayed this right. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, um, now let's say this is where the logo for PDP is going to be. This is the logo for ADC. This logo for NDC. Now, right? So let's say, I don't know how many of us can see it very well. All right. So if you can see it very well, let's say this is the logo for PDP, right? Now this is the next one is the logo for ADC, and then the last one is the logo for NDC, right? Now if you want to vote for NDC, all you need to do, let me adjust this slides if possibly you can see very well on it. Is it clear? No, not clear enough. Sorry, okay, I think I need to adjust it back. I was thinking it's going to be clear enough. Let me turn this. Okay, yeah, I think this is clearer. All right, so all you need to do now, maybe I should get another paper. Okay, yeah, so your thumb printing is going to come inside this box. This is the box you are going to thumb print. So you make sure it's going to be at the middle, this middle where the tip of the pen is. That's where your thumb printing should go into. So you are not coming to vote here where the logo is. It will only result to an invalid vote. So this empty box here is where you are going to vote into. This empty box is where you are going to vote into. And ensure that it does not cross to this line in between the ADC and NDC. It does not touch it. So it must be in the middle. Those are some of the mistakes some people do, that on that day, instead of being joyful that they actually voted and their vote was a valid vote, it now results in an invalid vote. And as I said, the ink you are taking should not be excess and should not be lighter. That is extremely lighter. So it should be moderate in such a way that the party you are actually voting for will be what will be shown. Do you get? I think this is, I don't know how many pen can still see the box. Let me adjust the lighting again. All right, there. Yeah. So, as I said earlier, if you are supposed to vote, what you are expecting is the logo and then the box to vote for. Now, so this is, let's say PDP, this is ADC, and then the last one, NDC. As I said, when you are going to vote, you are not going to vote where this tip of the pen is, which is the logo for NDC. You are going to vote in this empty box and not on this line that is in between ADC and NDC. You are going to vote inside at the middle, and the ink should be what? Moderate. Not too light, not too thick, so that it will not stain other boxes. The box may not be as big as this, which is why some people end up pressing it in between or pasting it at a wrong location. Now the slip that will be given to you, that slip should carry the presidential, the Senate, and I think that should be the House of Assembly, because I think it's three positions for the first day. So now when I think, then let me see, I think it should be 3 ballot paper. Yeah, so those 3 positions on the first day. For the presidential one, please target our NDC for us. Please, especially to all our obedience out there, target our NDC for us. Don't go and waste your vote. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm so excited to have you here. Chris, I hope you have liked the live stream. Help me to double tap, or you just click the like button below. Help me to double tap, please. Thank you everyone for connecting. Please, if you have any question while we are still discussing, help us type it in the comment box. The comment box is open for questions so that we can respond to it. Please, if you have any question, help us type it in the comment box. So as I was saying, ensure that for the presidential ballots that you are going to be given, the ballot paper, that you vote in for the NDC and you vote appropriately. So going back to our Operation Dan, for the benefit of those persons that are just connecting, we say Operation Dan is just a strategy to ensure that our votes in 2027 counts. It is one of the strategy amongst others. So I'm not going to be stating all at once. This is from next month, we're moving fully into the campaign season. So we're not going to be exposing our strategy at once. Exactly. Yeah, sure. NDC is going to emerge by God's grace. It's going to emerge by God's grace. So, as we're saying, while we're going into that season, how we're going to ensure, one of that strategy is called Operation Dan, which is ensuring that every vote at every polling unit across the country can be seen anywhere across the globe. Every vote across the country can be seen across the globe. So it connects like minds that are saying enough is enough. We want a new and a better Nigeria. Enough is enough. We want a new and a better Nigeria, coming together under that platform called Operation Dan. And between now and that election period, we are going to be giving ourselves updates. What is to be done, the next step to take, or you have challenge at your own word, you have challenge in mobilizing people and so on. All those things, you share it on the platform, and strategies will be shared from time to time. And then on that day, those persons will actively mobilize at their own ward, at their own polling unit, to ensure they come out with things like smartwatches, smart eye class. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Creativity. That's for sure. That's the target for 2027 by God's grace. NDC all the way by God's grace. So as we're saying, to ensure that those persons, when they come out with these smartwatches, smart glasses, they are recording everything going on live, and it is posted on that platform called Operation Dan. So that at the end of the day, first I say, when you come out to vote, voting is not enough. You will stay back to ensure that your vote actually counts. And how do you ensure that your vote actually counts? By not just voting and walking away. You stay back, and when they start collating, you're also recording all these things. So if, say for instance, 1,000 valid votes was what they had, that 1,000 valid vote for any party at all that wins in that polling unit is what is going to be recorded. So that as you are posting it to that platform, when the INEC officials go to their office and go and manipulate anything, when that day comes, when they are making the announcement, we will ask them, okay, how did you get the extra vote? 1,000 people voted, how did you get 14,000? Show us how you get it, and then we can now boldly and confidently bring out our own evidence, of which I said earlier. One of the strategies that Mr. Peter Obi had, one of the lapses he had in 2023 was that we didn't have sufficient hands at different polling units. We didn't have sufficient hands to help us ensure that they secure the votes. Yeah, Chris said, please, you people should tell where I will come and campaign. Okay, well, I don't know where you are connecting from. Where are you connecting from, Mr. Chris? Where are you connecting from? So he didn't have enough hands on ground to ensure that everybody that comes out to vote, their votes will be secured. But this time, we are saying that very mistake will not happen again. Look at Rivers State, for instance. We saw what happened. Look at Lagos State. We saw what happened. Look at Benue State. We saw what happened. Do you want to talk about across every other parts, every other regions in Nigeria? We don't want those mistakes to take place. And that's why this time we are coming prepared. We are coming prepared. And Operation Dan is just one of those strategies. So that as we are posting everything globally, we can have reference. We don't have anything that like, oh, my phone, I got misplaced. I lost my phone. I recorded it, but I've missed my phone. My phone got bad. No, those evidences can be seen across the globe. so that we know the figure that voted at each polling unit and what the result looked like. That's the purpose of Operation DAN. So that on that day, using that first step, our votes will do what? Count. And the next strategy, which, okay, say I'm connecting from Rivers State. Sure, I get, yeah, okay. Yeah, Rivers State, they are doing well. NDC is well placed in Rivers State. I'm very sure about that. NDC is well placed in Rivers State. It's nice having you here. NDC is well placed in Rivers State. Please, if you're also connecting from Rivers State, let us know in the comment box. We can actually let us know in the comment box where we are connecting from, so that persons from our own region, our own places can also connect with each other here. Please, wherever you are connecting from, let us know in the comment box. We want to know where you are connecting from. Please let us know. And also let us know who you are voting in 2027. Who will you be voting for? Let us know who will you be voting for in 2027. For me, my family, my friends, Peter Obi already have our vote, because he is the man that have shown competence. This is the man in all angle you can mention that have shown competence. A man of unquestionable character. Just like one of our spokesperson or one of our leaders will say, he said, to check for any leader that will be able to pilot the affairs of Nigeria, one, that person must have character. Two, competent. And then three, capacity. Mr. Peter Obi, of no doubt, is a man of unquestionable character. He has been consistent. If there was any character default, by now the APC would have blown it across the roof. By now they would have blown it across the roof. Check how many persons. Okay, I can't actually type at the moment because I can't locate my comment box. I wanted to type earlier, but I can't type now, Mr. Chris. So we can always do that in the comments box after this live stream. You can always do that. So as I was saying, that's what I'm saying. We can always do that in the comment box after the live stream. For now, I can't actually comment from my end. The comment box is not open at my end. So after the live stream, we can always, I'll check back the comments. So please, for those persons just connecting, to get a better understanding of what we have said right from the beginning up until this point, you can do well to check the rebroadcast of this live stream. Everything, you will hear everything for yourself. We are saying that your vote in 2027 is going to count. Your vote is going to count. Don't sit back. Because if you sit back, the consequence of sitting back is far greater than you can imagine. In fact, just know for free that a lot of things are going to adjust as we approach the 2027 election. One, fuel price would kind of relatively reduced. Transport costs will relatively reduce. Cost of certain things would relatively reduced, just so that they can take back power. But don't forget, in 2025, they were what we call tax reform, and they were even begging people to help advertise the tax reform. Those taxes reform, they were actually approved. Don't forget, they were approved. What is waiting is implementation, and some phases of that tax this thing has taken place. They have already taken place. As of 1st July, there was one phase of it that have taken place. After 2027 election, if these people emerge the leader, Mr. Peter Obi is a man that is doing comfortably well. And we are the ones that need him, because he can comfortably walk away. But you and I don't know how many of us have that resources enough to say you can comfortably walk away outside Nigeria and then survive till whenever the country can be rescued. And that's why you shouldn't play with this privilege. So he's a man of unquestionable character. He's a man of competence. There are a lot of videos I have been posting earlier, and I will still be posting. There was a time where insecurity in Anambra State, in fact, Anambra State was one of the states that suffered insecurity. But when this man came, he was on ground. He ensured that policies were put in place, that Anambra was one of the most safest states before he left office. Are you talking about the health innovations? Do you want to talk about the educational innovations? That's already too popular. A man whom, after his office, his tenure in office, he actually denied himself of all the privileges that every ex-governors are actually deserving, is their entitlement. A man who does not believe in wastage of the public funds, public resources. In Nigeria, we are not suffering lack of resources. Please, never mistaken that. In Nigeria, we are not suffering waste of resources. What we are actually suffering is resources mismanagement. We are suffering resources mismanagement and resources misappropriation. That's what we are suffering. We are not suffering lack of resources. Forget all this borrowing and loaning up and down. We are not suffering resources, lack of resources. We are suffering resources mismanagement and misappropriation. So if we can get competent hands, competent leaders in our public offices, my dear, Dubai that we are mentioning today, the US and the UK we are mentioning today, they will even be begging us to even invest in our land, to invest in our economy. They will be begging us. Think about any natural resources at all. There is none you will not find in Nigeria. Do you want to mention gold? Do you want to mention tin? Do you want to mention coal? Do you know that there was a time in the 80s, one of the most used resource was coal. Because as at then we were talking about train. Coal was one of the most used. Now, we have left that area that they are even extorting from them because we no longer use that. We don't focus our economy in that area. Coal is another area that we can make money for ourselves as a country. Do you want to talk about gold? Do you want to talk about diamond? There's even this one close to Lake Chad. Is it uranium or yeah, I think it should be uranium. Where most countries are struggling for. What kind of, is it copper? What kind of natural resource do you want to talk about? Oil is just one amongst many. Just one amongst many. Do you want to shift to the agricultural sector? Nigeria, amongst every other African country, has the most fertile soil. It has the most fertile soil to grow any kind of crop. The crop that you cannot grow in the west will definitely grow in the south, will definitely grow in the north. The country is blessed. I talk about land to farm, but we can't do all those things because there are a lot of issues on ground that need to be addressed. And the best way to address it once and for all is leadership, better leadership, quality leadership, competent leadership, credible leadership. And 2027 is that key, it is that access. This opportunity is knocking at the door of you and me, and we must wake up to the occasion. We must all wake up. We must not play cowardice at this point. We must not play shy at this point. Because the consequence of failing to vote for someone like Mr. Peter Obi in 2027, you don't want to imagine it. You actually don't want to imagine it. So please, as we say, this live stream was to introduce us to the project on ground called Operation DANN. For us to actively embrace this project, because it's one of the projects that looks forward to ensure that our votes actually count. So please take good use and nurse this opportunity. Come out and support. Please do well to come out and support. At your own corner, anybody that tells you that Peter Obi will not win, Peter Obi disadvantaged, Peter Obi is this and that, let me tell you, do you want to talk about the North? Peter Obi is more relevant now in the North than even the person you want to mention. What part of the country do you want to mention? He has the chances now, much more than ever, even much more than 2023, with all the things that have happened. Do you want to talk about the Central, where with the high rate of all these insecurity challenges? You think those people are not tired? You think they don't have senses? Those people want change, they want progress, they want safety, they want security, and they will not play with this opportunity. And so that's why every strategy we are going to use to achieve a free, fair, and credible election, we must not play down it. And Operation DANN is just one amongst others. So if you are just connecting, you can do well to watch this live stream at your own convenience to get everything it's all about. In 10 minutes time, we'll be done with this live stream. So if you have any question, this is the best time for us to discuss. We even talked about how to vote very well so that your votes will count, so that you will not end up with invalid votes. How to identify the need and where to identify your polling unit, which is very essential. What you are expecting to see on the ballot box, you have to go out very early on that day to ensure that you get accredited. You know, one of the strategies they used to use for some times is that in the place where they know that Peter Obi has a stronghold there, they will not open very early. They will frustrate people. And then, in between, just little hour towards closure, they will not open that center. Please, this time if you are coming to vote, don't give up. Come out with your bottled water. If you need to come out with snacks, come out with snacks. Come out with everything that you need. And you will sit down and wait wherever they are ready to start the election. We will all must vote. We will all ensure that our votes count. Don't just vote and go away, as I said earlier. Stay back, and ensure that your vote is collated in your presence. And ensure that you record what is going on. Post it on this platform called Operation DANN so that the world can see. And then from there, we know the next step. Other steps are still there that we have not mentioned. This is just one amongst others. Please, if you have any question as you're just connecting, please help us to type in the comment box. I am seeing a lot of persons connected to the live stream, but I'm yet to see the number equated to the number of people that have liked this live stream. Please kindly help us to like the live stream. All you need to do is how you double tap your screen or you click the like button below, just to ensure that other persons out there, they have the privilege to connect to this live stream. That is all it's all about. You are not going to be charged. It's free of charge. It's totally free of charge. It's free of charge. Help us to just like the live stream so that as you are doing so, it will help the YouTube algorithm to pick the live stream up and then share it to other persons that need to connect, that need to hear information like this. Please help us to like. Thank you so much. One person have actually helped us to like the live stream. Thank you so much. Please, the number of person connecting is here to equate to the number of people that have liked the live stream. Help us, please. Just help us to like the live stream. If you can help us share, I would really appreciate. Please kindly help us share. Please, we really appreciate. So, as we are saying, 2023 is another year. It's a Kairos moment, a very important moment that we should not. You remember that Buhari told us one statement. The late Buhari, what did he tell us? He said that we will miss him. How many of us can remember that Buhari said that statement? He said that we will miss him. Do you know? Okay, all you need to do, there's a share button. There's a share button. Check below. You see an arrow that is pointed this way. Just check below. That arrow is actually the share button. The arrow is share button. It will now show you wherever you want to share it to. Do you want to share it here on YouTube? Do you want to share it on Facebook? Do you want to share it on WhatsApp? Anywhere at all. So that arrow is what will take you there. Just click on the arrow. That is the share button. So, Buhari told us that we're missing. Do you know that indeed, we're actually missing that man? Indeed, we're actually missing that man. So, it is even rumored as of the moment that the number of money, the amount of money that Buhari owes as debt in his tenure, entire 8 years, that this regime that have not yet completed completely is 4 years. It has beat it almost like twice or thrice. So that shows us that we should not even play with this opportunity at all. because we don't even know the plans they have already. We don't know the plans. People that have taken hold of the military, they have taken hold of the Senate, they have taken hold of the House of Assembly, they have taken hold of the judges, they have taken hold of the police, they have taken hold of almost everything out there. So they should not take the country to ransom in our own lifetime. They shouldn't take it. We must all wake up. Nigerians, if you check the history of Nigeria before today, we were not knowing from shying away from taking responsibility. If we could challenge the whites to take back our country, to fight for our own independence, what now happened in between the line that we cannot fight to ensure that the democracy, the better Nigeria, the prosperous Nigeria, the progressive Nigeria we all dreamt of, is what we are now experiencing? What is stopping us? If you are scared of buying, if you are scared that they are going to unalive you, my dear, know for sure, just know this for free, that one day, it is certain, it is for sure, from the day you started breathing on this earth, you are moving towards an end. One day we'll all live. But it all depends on how you live. Do you want to spend the rest of your day as a slave? If you don't want that, thank you so much, Udo. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much, Udo. Hope you have helped us to like the live stream. Help us to click the like button. Please, if you have any question, Udo, help us share in the comment box. If you have any question, we are using the leftover how many minutes, the few minutes left to answer questions. Please, if you have any concern, any question, please kindly help us share in the comment box. And if you have any contribution, please, someone may benefit from your contribution. Help us share it in the comment box. If you have any contribution at all to make from all we have discussed, help us share it in the comment box. Somebody out there can learn from your own experience. Someone out there can get encouraged by you. And also, as we're about wrapping up, if you also feel the need to support in any way, please, you can always do so. You can always do so. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting. Please, our contribution at this point, send in your message. Any suggestion at all, please help us share the suggestion in the comment box. Someone can learn from you. I hope we all have our voters card. That is very sacrosanct at this point. Your voters card is your first step towards ensuring that our vote is going to count. Your voters card is your first step. That is what you will use to ensure your vote will count. What is the plan for safeguarding our vote? Yes, the plan, Mr. Udo, the plan for safeguarding our vote. This is one of them I just shared, Operation DANN. Operation DANN is one of them. We have others. We cannot share all now. Because if you tell your enemy all your secret, then you have no secret left. You have no strategy left. We'll be sharing it bit by bit between now and the election period. One of it is Operation DANN, which is ensuring that on that day, all votes across the country can be seen across the globe. All the votes across the country can be seen across the globe. That is the target, the major target of Operation DANN. So those say we need to get camera sunglasses for all polling unit agents. Exactly. You get it, Mr. Udo. You get it very much. You get it. That is the one of the plan for Operation DANN. That's one of the major objectives of Operation DANN. To ensure that we have recording devices, different recording devices to ensure. Yes, so please don't stop this educating. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Creativity. Sure. The education is only starting. In fact, as we are moving into next month, which is our campaign is starting officially, I think that should be 20th or 26th. Should be 20th. Campaign is starting fully. So we'll be coming with full force by then. For now, we are just doing skeletal awareness, not the full-fledged campaign. So the education keeps continuing. And that's why if you are connected to this live stream, you have not liked this live stream, you are not helping us at all. Help us to just like the live stream. It's free of charge. You don't pay for it at all. It's free of charge. He said we need a lot of flyers in different languages, especially Hausa. Exactly. Someone like me, I think that's one of the tasks I will take up. That's one of the tasks I will take up. So I will ensure that flyers are also created in different languages. So for everybody close to you, it's going to be you win one, I win one. Okay, Abu say, hi, thank you so much, Abu. Abu, it's nice having you here. Abu, where are you connecting from? Where are you connecting from, Mr. Abu? Thank you, everyone. Please help me to click the like button. Just help me double tap on your screen to like the live stream. You can also help me to share it, please. Where are you connecting from? Please share with us in the comment box. If you have any contribution to make, please help us to share your contribution in the comment box. Thank you so much. I've seen another like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This actually means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Because this is going to help us ensure that this message is going to reach people out there that are not yet aware of it. Because on the YouTube algorithm, as you like the live stream, it helps YouTube to keep recommending it to people that have not yet had access to it. To people that have not even had the chance to come across the channel. So thank you so much for connecting. Thank you so much. Please, thank you for also helping us to like the live stream. If you have not yet subscribed, please help us to click the subscribe button below. Just help us kindly click the subscribe button below. So as we say, in 2027, your vote must count. Tell one man to tell another man. Tell your friend and your family and friends that it is Peter Obi or nothing. It is NDC or nothing. Yeah, I'm connecting from the western part as of now. Although sometimes I could alternate between the northern and the western part. For now, as I'm speaking, I'm connecting from the western part as of now. Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Creativity. We all have to work together. This is our responsibility to take. This is something we must all be participative. It needs all our participation, our full participation. We don't need to stay on the sideline. We don't need to be watching from the fence. We don't need to go. I'm from the southern part. I'm actually from the southern part. I'm from the southern part. My dialect is Efik. Efik is my dialect. I don't know of you. I believe yours should be Igbo, right? Mine is Efik. Thank you everyone for connecting. I think at this point, we have to call it a wrap. We have to call it a wrap at this point. We have to call it a wrap. Except to have any question. I would like to take one or two questions before, or any contribution at all. Just help us share your contribution in the comment box. Any suggestion, the floor is open for you. If you are yet to like this live stream, please, it's free of charge. Just help me double tap on your screen, or you click the like button below. That is just all you need to like the live stream. If you can also help us share the live stream, I would really appreciate. Please, any contribution at this point, any suggestion, any question, before we call it a day. Any question at all, please don't forget Operation DAN. That is the current project we are embarking on to ensure that our votes count, and we need everyone to actually participate in it. After this live stream, immediately I end the live stream, I'm going to post the link in the comment box. So please check back for the link to that. Just check back in the comment box for this particular live stream. Check back in the comment box so that you get the link to connect. Oh, talking about this, Mr. Odo, for the crisis, I think most of them, at least a good number of it has been resolved. All this crisis has been resolved. The crisis, at least a good number of it has been resolved. So there is no concern to this aspect. In reference to the crisis, there's no concern to that. As of the moment, there's no concern to that. Yeah, please, if you are here to like the live stream, help us like the live stream. Any question, we are here to answer our question. We are here. Also, you can make suggestion, make the suggestion in the comment box. Someone out there can learn from you. Someone out there can actually learn from you. I believe in 2027, NDC is the party you are going to be voting for, because that is the platform Peter Obi is running under. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I want to appreciate everyone that have been here right from the beginning. Mr. Udo, Mr. Creativity. I'm actually giving a shout out there to you, Mr. Abu, who again was here with us. My village food brother, Assalamu alaikum. Chris, thank you so much for being here from the beginning. My village food brother, it was really nice having you here. It's been a very long time. It's been a very long time. I think work has really kept me so busy. Mr. Creativity, this is the first time having you here on this platform. I believe it was worth your stay. Mr. Udo, Mr. Abu, I believe the live stream was worth your stay. Yeah, thank you so much everyone for connecting. As I said, this section is for question and answer. It's for question and answer or any recommendation at all. Any suggestion you have to share, do well to share in the comment box. Someone is going to learn from it. So in 4-minute time, we have to call it a day. In 4-minute time. So I'm still giving more privilege for any question, anything at all you think you need to be cleared on. Oh, my village food brother, you really tried today. Thank you so much. Who again was here? Hope I've not missed anyone. Mr. Brelois, yes, thank you so much. It was nice having you here. Samson, thank you so much. Mr. Samson, thank you so much. It was nice having you here. Trust me, it was nice having you here. Your presence is really appreciated. And for everyone that have been here from the beginning, trust me, I don't take this privilege for granted. I really appreciate every one of us. Your support is all we need. I look forward to always seeing us connect from time to time. In fact, as we move into the campaign period fully, by next month, we'll be doing more of this. A lot of education, a lot of campaign discussion will be shared on this particular channel. We have videos. Please help me to be checking up the channel. There are videos you'll be able to get to know about Mr. Peter Obi, the plans on ground, what he has achieved for those, so that if tomorrow they ask you, what did Mr. Peter Obi do? You can easily tell somebody that these are the things. He did this and this and this while he was the governor of Anambra State. All those videos are here on this platform. Please help me to check those videos after the live stream. There are lots you'll be learning from it. And also, if you are a lover of news, trending, gist, and so on, all those things are shared on this channel. You can do well to watch them after this particular live stream. If you are yet to subscribe, this is your first time connected on this particular channel, please help us to subscribe to this channel. I still remain Coach Wisdom Akbar. Thank you so much. And this is Wisdom's Concept. So it's a channel for now that is majoring on political news at the moment, because Nigeria is in her sensitive period. Nigeria is in a Kairos season, a season that we should all take very serious, especially if you are a youth in this time and place across the globe. This is the time to take Nigeria serious, because by 2027, the destiny of Nigeria for the next 4 years will be decided. And if we don't take it serious, it's possible for the rest of the history of Nigeria. The history will be decided by either our actions or our inaction. Either by our actions or our inactions. And that's why we must take this particular season very serious. We must take this Operation DANN very serious. Don't stay back and say votes do not count. Don't stay back and say I voted in 2023. Look at what it resulted in. Don't stay back and say no need of getting PVC. Who will win will win. Don't stay back and say that in 2023, in fact in 2027, they have already written the result. Your vote is going to count. So, well, let's try and resolve the issues, because United, yeah, sure, Mr. Udo, those issues, a greater number of it has been resolved already. Our brief contestants, they have actually been seen in private. They have been seen. So most of those things has been trashed. So our goal right now is looking at the ballot. Our vote right now is looking at 2023 pool towards delivering a competent hand, towards delivering an effective hand, towards delivering an accountable hand, somebody who can hold accountable, that if we say this is what the masses want, he will not for his selfish reason concentrate on what he wants or what his godfathers want and then put the masses one side. And that's why I like the man Peter Obi, who will always tell you, I do not give shishi. Because if you give shishi to get into office, you need to keep doing what brought you into office to maintain your office. And that is why most governors fail at the end of the day, when they no longer become loyal to who brought them to power. And so Mr. Peter Obi has shown that pathway. Who is not giving bribe to get into office will believe he can function well. He will not be distracted by godfathers. Thank you everyone for connecting. At this point, we have to call it a day. I look forward to that moment where this particular channel becomes your most favorite click. For now, stay safe. Ensure you have your PVC. Go and get it. Tomorrow is the last day. I look forward to always seeing you. Please check the videos. Get connected to Operation Dan. Check back this live stream for the link to the official platform for Operation Dan. Your votes in 2027 will count. 2027 future of Nigeria is dependent on you and me, and we must all put our hands on deck to ensure the new and better Nigeria is achieved, because a new Nigeria with Peter Obi and Kwankwaso is actually very possible. Thank you so much. See you subsequently.